Hey there, beautiful people. It's Dina bringing another daily dose. Today is day 60 of doing these Dina's Daily Dose. And I want to share a little bit with you about my journey and saying yes to God to do this. It started on January 1st. I was just recording my own thoughts, just on an audio recording. And he said, stop doing that, pick up the camera and just start to record a video, giving a word of encouragement. And so that's what I did. And I felt very strongly in my spirit that I was supposed to do that every single day for the next 365 days. So I'm on day 60, and I'm going to be honest with you. Today I am very tired. I just got back from a very long, busy business trip in Dallas, and I am very tired. But there is something about coming on and doing this that gave me energy and gave me encouragement. And I wanted to share that with you. When you're doing something that you know God has called you to do, and it might be parenting that special needs child. It might be walking through a difficult marriage, and God has saying, trust me, and put your marriage in my hands. It might be, walking through a difficult season with your adult child. Maybe they're dealing with struggles. They're dealing with an addiction. Maybe they're dealing with depression or anxiety, and you're trying to do your best to help them walk through that. It might be a health issue, whatever that might be that you're walking through. Sometimes God asks you to do that. Other times, it's not something that God has asked us to do, but he will use it for our good. He will grow you spiritually, physically, mentally through that by walking through that with him, by partnering with him. And so that's really what I wanted to talk to you about today is that we don't always have to feel like we want to do it. I don't feel like I want to parent my special needs child every day. Actually, most days I don't want to do it at all. I don't want to have to be responsible for somebody every single day that needs every bit of care from me, from getting dressed to personal hygiene, making food, dressing them, whatever it is that I have to do. I don't want to do that every day. I would like to just say, go take care of yourself, but that's not my life. And I could spend a lot of time being angry or upset by that. And for many years I did. For many years I was in a very dark place. And that's what I share through all of the different forms of writing or speaking or even encouragement on this channel is my journey from going from a place of despair and depression, even feeling suicidal, to finally surrendering and partnering with God and coming from a place already from victory, not from a place of defeat. I'm not trying to get to a place of victory. I'm already there because God said I'm there and he partnered with me and I'm partnering with him. And not every day is puppies and rainbows. I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of days that are still really challenging. But when you show up every day consistently and do what God has asked you to do, there's something that changes in you. And that's what I want to really share with you today. Me doing these daily doses for 60 days. At first, I was very excited to come on and do that. And then it got to be where, I got to do that. I got to remember to try to get time to do that. And when you're in a busy season, and I was trying to get ready for this business trip, trying to juggle all the other things of being a busy wife and mom and a business owner, can start to feel like a chore. But God helped me to remember why I'm doing this, because there's a mom out there that needs this encouragement, or there's a mom out there that doesn't have the support like I didn't. Now, I had my family members around there, but honestly, the journey that I walked through was me and God. I didn't have a lot of mentors. I didn't have a lot of friends. God has placed those people in my life now, but I didn't have that when I was going through the darkest seasons of my life. And honestly, sometimes you almost feel like a burden to your family when you're dealing with depression and anxiety and just a negative mindset. A lot of times I was more of a repellent to my family than them wanting to reach out and help me. When you're carrying this incredible amount of stress and overwhelm, most of the time your family doesn't want to hear that, or they just don't know how to help you. And honestly, they don't know how to help you. It's only God that can really walk you through that. It's only Holy Spirit that can really walk you through that. And so I want to be the kind of person that I needed when I was in my darkest season. That's why I do this. If there's one person that feels encouragement by what I do, then it's worth it. But here's what also happens when you say yes to God and you show up consistently and do that, whether you like it or not. It's kind of like going to the gym. I don't want to work out either. I don't want to eat healthy either. I'd rather just eat the hamburger and fries and the ice cream. I'd rather just lay on the couch and watch TV. But that's not going to make a healthy body for me. And trust me, I know this from experience, the consequences of not eating healthy or exercising or getting good sleep. So you go to the gym and do it because it's the right thing to do for your body, because it will help you to feel better in your body in the long run. You might not go to the gym and, one workout and all of a sudden now you're Mr. Atlas fitness person. You're not. You still don't like it. You still come home and you feel like, I didn't want to do that. And then eventually you start to enjoy it. Eventually you look forward to going to do that. Okay. And even on those days where you don't feel like it, you're going to do it anyway because you made a commitment. So that's part of what this is about. I made a commitment to God to do this first and foremost. I made a commitment to myself to show up every day no matter how I felt, because special needs moms have to show up every day no matter how they feel. Actually, all moms do. But there are things that we have to do that other moms may not have to do. You're not bathing your child at 14 years old and wiping up poopy messes every day. Even Gracie woke me up in the middle of the night. I finally got home in my own bed and I get a good night's sleep, and she wakes me up in the middle of the night because she's scared, and I had to go and pray with her and help her get back to sleep. That's something a toddler does, not a 14-year-old, so it can be draining on you. So every single time I say yes to God and continue to do it, on whether I feel like it or not, something changes in me. So in this experience of doing these Dina Daily Doses for 60 days now, today's the 60th day, it has radically changed me. It has helped me to be a better person. It has helped me to connect to that mom that's listening to this on the other end of the screen. She's the one I'm doing this for. She was me a few years ago. And so that's why I'm doing this. It does not matter how you feel about it. We don't want to do all the things that we do as a wife and a mom and managing a household, or some of us have to work outside the house as well. You don't want to do that, but you do it because it's the right thing to do. You do it because somebody's counting on you. Somebody's counting on me. I don't know who's watching these, and I'm not calculating that, but somebody may come on every single day waiting for that daily encouragement. And I don't want to be the person that lets them down. I don't want to be another person that doesn't show up as the best version of themselves. So I do it even when I'm tired. I do it when I don't feel it. I did it through the entire time we were on our business trip. And I even had people acknowledge that and say, wow, you every day you keep doing that, because there's a mom that needs that is waiting for me to do this. It has nothing to do with the fact that I'm busy on a trip or that I, want downtime. I committed to this, and I'm committing to the mom I was when I really needed that, because there's other moms out there that are just like that. So there's a couple scriptures that might actually help when you're starting to feel weary in something. The first one is Galatians 6:9, and this is in the Amplified version. It says, "Let us not grow weary or become discouraged in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap if we do not give up." God says, do not grow weary in doing well. For at the proper time, we are going to reap our harvest. Good is going to come out of this. And so I'm trusting that if God said that, and he said, don't grow weary, and he's asked me to partner with him, then there's good that's going to be on the other side of it. Not only for the people that are listening, but also for myself as well. I get to be this kind of person. I get to choose who I want to be every day. I get to show up to the world how I want to be. And I'm choosing to do that in a positive way, to make a positive difference in the world, not as somebody who's stressed out, burnt out, that nobody wants to talk to because they don't know how to help her. I don't want to do that anymore. I did that for too many years. And God pretty much stripped me of everything and had to rebuild me from the inside out. And so now I'm walking in a different place, and I can help others do that. But again, that doesn't mean I want to do this every single day, but I'm doing it because I care about the other person that's watching this. I care about giving my word to God, and I care about giving my word to myself. How many times, especially as ladies or moms, do we let ourselves off the hook? No, I'm not going to do this. No, I'm not going to do that. Or even you cancel an appointment because it's just easier not to have to get yourself ready or go out or try to figure out what to do with your child, and you give up on yourself. I don't want to be another person that gives up on myself. So I have to first be the one that shows up. So also in 1 Corinthians 15:58, it says, "Therefore, my beloved brothers and sisters, be steadfast, immovable." This is why my book is called Stand and Fight Like a Girl. It means to be immovable. It doesn't matter what changes, what storms come, what winds come. You stand firm and do not move, but be immovable, always excelling in the work of the Lord, always doing your best and doing more than is needed. Being continually aware that your labor, even to the point of exhaustion, in the Lord is not futile nor wasted. It is never without purpose. And so there were times I could have just said no. Probably nobody would have noticed. Maybe nobody would have even paid attention that I didn't put one out each day. And if you look at the YouTube algorithms, they tell you not to do that every day. But I'm not basing that on what social media says or what, the YouTube algorithm says or TikTok or Instagram or any of those places. It's what God says. It's his algorithm that I'm following. It's being obedient to him that I'm doing this. Whether I'm tired, whether it's been a long week, whether I can very easily say no, nobody will notice. I'll just get back on tomorrow and people will understand. Because in my life, I can't just tell my daughter, I'm sorry, I just don't feel like taking care of you today. I'm sorry, I just don't feel like showing up to you today. I could be sick and I still have to show up. I could be tired and I've not slept all night and I still have to take care of her because she can't do it for herself. Now, typical parenting, when you've got kids that are older and can fend for themselves, you might be able to take a day off. You might be able to say, Mom's taking a break and I'm not cooking, I'm not cleaning, I'm not doing anything, and you can rest. But when you have a child that counts on you for everything they do, you've got to still show up. So why is it any different? Why would I give myself an out if it's showing up for somebody on the other end of this camera? So that's the person that I want to be. I don't know if this encourages anybody. I hope that it does encourage you. I hope that it encourages you to keep going, be consistent. God will transform you through that situation. He will bring people into your life when you're weary. There is a time that God's going to use all of that for your good. Even if you don't see anything, there's another scripture that says, don't despise small beginnings. So even if nobody's watching, someday the right person's going to come across this and it's going to encourage them to keep on going when they feel like giving up, when they feel like they're tired, when they feel like they don't want to do it anymore. And I'm going to tell you, you got it. You've got it. You can do this. God created you to thrive even in the most difficult situations. I promise you, if you surrender and partner with him, you will be able to get through this and you will be able to walk in victory because God's already promised us that. So anyway, I'm going to sign off for now, and I am going to go rest right now, and I am going to enjoy my family because I haven't seen them all week, and I can't wait for us to get back together again. The creator of the universe loves you, and so do I. So have an awesome day. Bye.